Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to update you about GMVD and the new filing that came out tonight because there seems to be a lot of confusion and I want to debunk it because they are not doing an offering at this time. I repeat, they are not doing an offering at this time. This is not a dilution. And generally, this filing could be something that leads to good news coming out. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, so I want to go through this with you so that you guys can start to understand how to read these yourself. So basically, this is a Form F3, a registration statement under the Securities Act. A registration filing, guys. Registration. It doesn't mean that it's a filing to sell shares. It's just a registration statement. So, as you can see, they have G Medical Innovations, their address, and copies to Odd Har Evan Esquire, Eric Valerian Esquire, Sullivan and Worcester LLP, and their address. Okay. Approximate date of commencement of proposed sale to the public from time to time after the effective date of the registration statement. Again, guys, it's just the registration statement. If the only securities being registered on this form are being offered pursuant to dividend or interest reinvestment plans, please check the following here. Guys, I'm only going to read the box that's checked, so forget that. If any of the securities being registered on this form are to be offered on a delayed or continuous basis pursuant to Rule 415 under the Security Act, check this box. Guys, this is what's checked. This one's not checked. This one's not checked. This one's not checked. This one's checked because they're an emerging growth company. Simple as that. If an emerging growth company that prepares its financial statements in accordance with US GAAP indicate by the check mark, that is not them. Okay. The term new or revised financial accounting standard refers to any update issued by the Financial Accounting Standards Board to the accounting standards codification after April 5th, 2012. And this is what it says. The registrant hereby amends the registration statement because, guys, this is just an amendment of a previous registered statement. This is not even a new registered statement. On such date or dates as may be necessary to delay its effective date until the registrant shall file a further amendment, which specifically states that this registration statement shall therefore become effective in accordance with Section 8A of the Securities Exchange Act of 1933, as amended, or until the registration statement shall become effective on such date as the commissions acting pursuant to the Section 8A may determine. All right, guys. Now, the most important part of this entire filing is what they've bolded out in red, which is why I cannot believe that people were spreading the rumors they were. And actually, I can believe it because I'm going to tell you where the rumors came from. Of course, I'm sure that, some funds that were probably short the stock and saw an opportunity to scare people sent out a notification that they were doing a $50 million offering. That's what happened, guys, which is not the full truth of this at all. Now, please understand, they know that most retail investors are not going to actually go to the SEC website and look up the filing themselves and see if it's true. They're just going to believe it and sell their shares. My guess is they desperately need shares, guys. But unfortunately, Ortex has proved that their information on this stock is inaccurate because if you recall a few weeks ago, it was showing that they had a 0% short interest and that they returned more shares than were even on loan, which makes 0 sense, yet a cost to borrow of over 300%. Something crazy is going on with this stock, and I just have a feeling it's about to rip, and I can't shake it. And I don't know why, but I think it's coming, guys. All right, now let's see this area in red. The information in this prospectus is not complete and may be changed. We may not sell, again, we may not sell these securities until the registration statement filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission is effective. This prospectus is not an offer to sell securities. I repeat, this prospectus is not an offer to sell securities, and it is not soliciting an offer to buy securities in any state where the offer or sale is not permitted. This prospectus is not an offer to sell securities, and it is not soliciting an offer to buy securities in any state where the offer or sale is not permitted. Prospectus, subject to completion, dated July 11, 2022. Next page. That's exactly what I just read. The next page is the actual prospectus. Now, guys, it says we may offer and sell from time to time in one or more offerings up to the total amount of $50 million of our ordinary shares per value 0.09 cents per share, or the ordinary shares, warrants, or units comprising a combination of ordinary shares and warrants. Each time we sell securities pursuant to the prospectus, we will make a supplement to the prospectus, the price and any other material terms of any such offering. We may also authorize one or more free writing prospectus to be provided to you in connection with each offering. Any prospectus supplement and related free writing prospectus may also add, update, or change information contained in the prospectus. You should read the prospectus, any applicable prospectus supplement, and related free writing prospectus, as well as the document incorporated by reference or deemed incorporated by reference into this prospectus carefully before you invest in securities. Our ordinary shares are listed on the NASDAQ under the symbol GMVD. The last reported sale price of our ordinary shares on July 8th was 0.84 cents per share. On July 8th, 2022, the aggregate market value of our ordinary shares held by non-affiliates was approximately $12,059,345 based on 24,187,209 ordinary shares outstanding, and a per share price of 84 cents based on the closing sale price of our ordinary shares on July 8th. We have not offered any securities pursuant to General Instruction 1B5 on Form F3 during the prior 12 calendar month period that ends on and includes the date of this prospectus. We are an emerging growth company as defined in the Jumpstart Our Business Stamp Act of 2012 or the Jobs Act, and are subject to reduced public company reporting requirements. Investing in our security involves a high degree of risk. See risk factors beginning on page 4 of this prospectus. On our annual report on Form 20F, which is incorporated by reference and prospectus. The securities may be sold directly by us, investors, through agents designated from time to time, or through underwritten dealers, or through a combination of each method on a continuous or delayed basis. For additional information on the method of sale, you should refer to the section entitled Plan of Distribution in the prospectus. If any agents or underwriters are involved in the sale of the securities with the prospectus to which the prospectus is being delivered, the names of each agent or underwriter and may applicable fees, commission, discounts, and over-allotment options will be set forth on a prospectus supplement. The price to the public of the securities and the net proceeds that we expect to receive from such sale will also be set forth in a prospectus supplement. Neither the Securities and Exchange Commission or the SEC or any other foreign securities Commission has approved or disapproved these securities or determined if this prospectus is truthful or complete. Any representation to the contrary is a criminal offense. And guys, you guys can go through and read if you want to learn about this company and learn about what they might do. Now, does this mean that they may do an offering in the future? Sure, they may. They're an emerging growth company. They're going to need to do offerings from time to time, probably to get the funding that they need. That is a normal thing that happens. But this does not mean that, oh my God, they're doing an offering tomorrow. In fact, a lot of times we see these prospectus come out prior to them announcing great news that might bring investors in, okay? Because there's many ways that they can do offerings, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to dilute the share count directly, because, or I should say that it may not even, when they decide to do an offering, it may not even dilute the free float, because a lot of private offerings, guys, are locked up. So before everyone freaks out and sells their shares come market open, I think you need to do your DD a little bit better and just look at the big picture, which is why you saw the huge drop in price today in after hours. And then maybe some people actually looked after they sold and said, oh, shoot, better buy this back. Guys, just saying, we have to do better as retail. Retail gets the name dumb money because that's what Wall Street thinks of us. And you know what? One of the reasons they think that is because most retail investors don't do the DD and they don't look before they react. And guys, what does that cause? It causes them to be able to manipulate you out of fear. GMVD, in my opinion, quote, in my opinion, because the Ortex data is incorrect, so we don't really know. But again, it's all self-reported anyways. So who really knows what the true short interest of any stock is? All we know is what's being reported. And we all know how that goes. I don't even have to get into that. However, it's clearly wrong because it's a negative number. And we all know that that's not true. So all I'm saying is what a great opportunity they had. Hope you weren't one of the people who got fooled into selling their shares, because if this runs tomorrow and you didn't watch this and buy back in time, you're going to be pretty sad. And it's looking like it's getting ready for a really nice bull run. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're filing this because there's good news that's about to break and they want to be able to seek investments from third-party investors, guys. It's important. They're an emerging growth company. Okay, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching.